Hello guys, welcome to this presentation. Today I have something new for you. The title of our presentation is New Mean and the New Standard Deviation. This is a KCS question, a KCSE question that is before us. By the end of the lesson, we are going to learn how to work out the new mean and the new standard deviation should you find this question in any of your papers. Now, welcome and let us begin. The question before us reads, are the marks obtained by 10 pupils in an English test were 15, 14, 12, 13, P, 16, 11, 13, 12, and 17. Now the sum of the squares of the marks that I've read is in fact 1,794. What are we supposed to do? We are supposed to calculate the value of P. We are supposed to calculate the value of P. Now, how are we going to do that? We have already been given an int from the question that we have just read. The hint is in fact that after getting the square of all these numbers, P included, the total is 1,794. So we are going to get the value of P. Let us begin. The solution part is here. Now, if you square 15 plus the square of 14 plus the square of 12 plus the square of 13 plus the square of P squared, the square of P plus the square of 16 plus the square of 11 plus the square of 13 plus the square of 12 plus the square of 17. This one will give you a total of 1,794. That is the total mark that you're going to get. Now let us get the square of 15 is in fact 225. The square of 14 is 196. The square of 12 is 144. 13 is 169, and we have P squared plus the square of 16 is 256. The square of 11 is 121 plus the square of 13 is 169. The square of 12 is 144. The square of 17 is in fact 289. This will give a total of 1,794. If you get the total of these numbers, you exclude the P square, the total will give us 1,713 plus our P squared. Remember, we are interested in P, that is why we are having it as P squared is equals to 1,794. We want to put like terms together by saying P square is equals to this 1,713 is going to cross the equal sign, then it will change to be a negative 1,713. Now our P squared is equals to, we try to get the difference. You press this in our calculator. Let me press in my calculator. So the difference is 81. The difference is 81. And if we try to find the square root of 81, on this other side, the square root of the square root of P squared, this one will give us P, and then we have the square root of 81 as 9. So the value of P is 9. Therefore, we say P is equals to 9. Let us proceed to the standard deviation. For us to be able to work out the standard deviation, we will be forced to come up with a table, and the table is going to look like this. We have a section for X. This one is going to stand for the marks that we have, and remember, we're going to start from the least, the lowest mark that we have. The least mark that we have is 9. Our P, remember, is 9, so it is the least mark. in these our uh, the order of marks. 9, it is being followed by 11, followed by 12, followed by 13, 14, 15, we have 16, we have 17. Now let us proceed. Another section for uh, F. F, this is frequency. How many times is 9 appearing? It is only once. That is the frequency. How many times is 11 appearing? Once. How many times is 12 appearing? 12 is appearing twice. 12 is appearing twice. 13 is appearing twice. 14 once. 15 once. 16 once. And 17 once. We proceed to another section, that is X. Now the mark that we have, you take away the mean, the mark, you take away the mean. Then we have another section, the result you obtain here, we are going to square that result. After doing that, we will have to multiply the result we have squared with the frequency down here. We multiply the result by the frequency. Now, um, the next thing that we need to do is to work out the mean. Work out the mean. Let us find the mean. Let us find the mean. How do we find this mean? The mean is going to be the total, the total the total marks that we have here without squaring. This time round we are not going to square, we are just going to add individual mark. 15 plus 14 plus 12 plus 13 plus 9. In this case now our p is 9 plus 16 plus 11. If you do that, if you place that in the calculator, it is going to give us 132. Then the number of pupils, we were told that it is 10. We had 10 pupils. So if you get this one, it is going to give us 13.2. So our mean is 13.2. 13.2. Now we can proceed and fill the table. Let us proceed and fill the table. Now X in this case is going to be our mark. That is 9. We take away 13 point, 13.2. So 13.2 we subtract, no, it is going to be I'm sorry, it is going to be 9. We subtract 13 point what, 0.2. So we are going to get a negative. We're going to get a negative in this case, which is 4.0, negative 4.0. We are going to get negative 4, negative 4.2. I mean 4.2, not 0, negative 4.2. Now if we proceed, it is 11. You take away 13.2, another negative. We are going to get negative 2.2, negative 2.2. The next one is 12. You take away 13.2, another negative. We're going to get a negative 1.2, negative 1.2. 13, you take away 13.2, it is going to give us negative 0.2. 14, you take away 13.2, we are going to get 0.8. We're going to get 0.8, 0.8. This time round it is a positive. And then 15, you take away 13.2, we are going to get this is 1.8, positive 1.8. 16, you take away 13.2, we are going to get this is 2.8, 2.8. Then Finally, we have 17. You take away 13.2, we are going to get 3.8. 3.8, and it is a positive. Now, the next step, we are going to square the result. We are going to square the result. We are going to square the result. Now, negative 4.2 squared, it is going to give us 17.64. This time round, the negative will disappear. 2.2, it is going to give us 4.84. 1.2, negative 1.2, it will give us 1.44. Then we have 0 0.04, 0.64. We have 3.24. The next one is 7.84. We have 14.44. That is okay. The next one, we are going to multiply the frequency here. 1, you multiply by 17.64, it will remain 17.64. We have 4.84 times 2, this is going to be 2.88. Then we have times 2, 0.08, times 1, 0.64, 3.24, 7.84, 14.44. Under this space, we have to get the sum, and in this case, the sum of f is 10, simply because the number of pupils is 10. Now, another summation we need to get is summation of f. This sum here, the sum is 51.6. Now, proceeding to the standard deviation, because that is the main question. Standard deviation is given by this. We are going to get the summation of f into x minus the mean. We square this, we divide by the summation of f. Of course, we must find the square root. That is when this formula will qualify for the standard deviation. We already have the summation. We're going to substitute 51.6. We divide by 10, and of course we get the square root. This one is the same as the square root of 5.16, and this time round the square root of 5.6 is in fact going to be 2.27156. Now our answer to four significant figures, it is going to be 2.272, and this is our answer as the standard deviation. Now, if each mark is increased by 3, write down Roman 1 the new mean. The new mean, remember, this was our headline, the new mean and the new standard deviation. How are we going to get this new mean and the new standard deviation? It is very simple. First of all, we write down the old mean. Our old mean was 13.2. Now, what about the new mean? The new mean is going to be, we are just going to increase this 13.2 by adding 3. That is 13.2. We add 3, and this is going to give us 16.2. So our new mean is 16.2. What about the standard deviation? Old standard deviation was 2.272. What about the new standard deviation? Under this part, the new standard deviation is not going to change from the old one. In other words, the new standard deviation remains as the old one, which is in fact 2.272. The old standard deviation is in fact the new standard deviation. Now you can say that the standard deviation remains the same. Remains the same. It remains the same. Does not change. Thank you so much for watching. I want to encourage you to continue sharing this video to as many of your friends as possible. And for those who are coming back to watch this video, a very big thank you to you. Continue watching and continue subscribing. Thank you so much. Until we meet again. Bye bye.